Hello and welcome, everyone. It's wonderful to have you here. Today, we're going to discuss something vital for your security and peace of mind: how risks, often unseen, could quietly drain your savings, undermine your independence, or leave you vulnerable. Doctors and financial experts agree. Protecting your assets in your later years takes more than common sense. It requires awareness, strategy, and a few grounded rules that often go unspoken. Avoiding too much financial control. One significant way people unintentionally jeopardize their assets after 70 is by granting too much financial control to someone else. This often begins with the best of intentions, simply wanting to simplify life or get a little help with managing bills. However, what may seem like a small act of trust can quickly evolve into a situation that's extremely difficult to reverse. While you might trust your children implicitly, it's not always about malicious intent. Sometimes it's about genuine mistakes, misunderstandings, or pressures from their own lives that you might not foresee. When you grant someone access to your accounts through joint ownership, power of attorney, or co-signing, you are, in essence, giving them the keys to your entire financial life. They gain the ability to move money, make significant decisions, and often act without your explicit knowledge or consent. This level of power can be inherently dangerous, particularly if you're not fully aware of the legal rights you are relinquishing. Sadly, once money is moved or decisions are made in your name, recovering what's lost can be incredibly challenging. It's crucial to understand that simply trusting someone, even a close family member, does not mean you should surrender control. While legal tools like power of attorney are not inherently bad, they must be established with very specific limits, checks, and comprehensive documentation. The safest approach is to maintain ownership of your accounts and keep separate, clear records. If you require assistance, always consult a qualified legal professional to establish clear terms such as limited power of attorney, revocable trusts, or monitored access accounts. Stopping the quiet drain of recurring expenses. Another subtle yet significant way people experience asset drain after 70 isn't through large, obvious risks. It's through the small, unnoticed leaks. Many older adults continue to pay for services they no longer use, no longer need, or may not even recall signing up for. Recurring expenses have a way of fading into the background, appearing month after month like clockwork, silently chipping away at your retirement savings. Whether it's an old magazine subscription, a streaming service you haven't accessed in years, or insurance coverage that's no longer relevant, these minor charges accumulate faster than most people realize. It's not necessarily about excessive spending, but rather about outdated spending choices that were sensible 5 or 10 years ago, but no longer align with your current needs. After 70, your financial priorities shift. You might drive less, travel less frequently, or require different types of insurance coverage. However, companies often rely on automated payment systems and renewals to continue collecting funds from individuals who either forget or wish to avoid the hassle of cancellation. And when your income becomes more fixed, even seemingly small recurring charges begin to have a significant impact. There's also a psychological component to this. As we age, many of us develop a natural apprehension towards change. We tend to cling to routine, even when that routine no longer serves our best interests. There's a certain comfort in simply letting it be, even if letting it be translates into wasted money. But inaction can cost you more than you realize, both financially and emotionally. It can create a quiet undercurrent of anxiety, a feeling that money is simply disappearing without explanation. Taking the time to meticulously review your monthly expenses may not sound exciting, but it can be incredibly empowering. Go through every bill, every automated payment, every service plan. If you're not actively using it, or if you don't fully comprehend its purpose, ask a trusted individual to help you evaluate it. It's about ensuring your hard-earned assets are directed towards things that genuinely enhance your quality of life. Building multiple income streams for security. One of the most frequently overlooked, yet absolutely essential, rules for safeguarding your financial well-being after 70 is to avoid placing all your eggs in one basket. Many older adults rely heavily on a single source of income, typically Social Security or a pension. While these are undeniably important, they are not always perfectly stable, nor do they often keep pace with the ever-increasing cost of living. When your entire livelihood hinges on a single stream, even a minor disruption can feel like a devastating earthquake. This is precisely why diversifying your income, even in straightforward ways, becomes a critical form of protection. Diversifying your income after 70 doesn't necessitate taking on a part-time job or delving into complex stock market investments. It can be as simple as identifying small, consistent streams that alleviate financial pressure. Options like a well-structured annuity, generating income from a downsized rental property, or even transforming a cherished hobby into a small side business can provide invaluable flexibility. When life inevitably presents unexpected challenges, having multiple income sources allows you to adapt without succumbing to panic. There's also a profound psychological benefit to knowing you possess more than one safety net. It inherently reduces fear. It instills a powerful sense of ownership over your financial future, rather than feeling entirely at the mercy of bureaucracy or escalating costs. Depending solely on Social Security can feel akin to walking a tightrope without a net. One delayed check, one policy alteration, and suddenly you find yourself in a bind. Even an extra $100 or $200 a month can make a noticeable difference. It's a profound life strategy for aging with resilience and sustained independence. Updating estate plans and beneficiary designations. Many individuals hold the belief that once they've drafted a will or established a trust, their estate is fully protected and all concerns are alleviated. However, the truth is, estate plans are dynamic, living documents, and if they are not consistently reviewed and updated, they can transform into unexpected pitfalls rather than reliable safeguards. Outdated documents, ambiguous instructions, or neglected beneficiary designations can pave the way for costly legal disputes, severe family discord, or, in unfortunate cases, assets ending up in entirely unintended hands. Regrettably, most people only fully grasp the extent of the damage when it's beyond the point of easy rectification. Life changes constantly, but paperwork does not update itself. Perhaps you've remarried. Perhaps a trusted loved one has passed away or relocated. Perhaps you've acquired new assets or divested old ones. All of these shifts directly influence how your estate should be managed, and if your documents fail to reflect these changes, the courts will be left to interpret your intentions, and their interpretation may be incorrect. It's about actively protecting your legacy. Remember, estate planning is not a one-time event. It is a continuous reflection of your evolving life, values, and relationships. Keeping it current is one of the most loving and responsible actions you can take, not just for your assets, but for the people you cherish most. As we wrap up this video, I want you to take a quiet moment to reflect on the 4 essential rules we've explored today. Which one resonated with you the most? This isn't merely about money. It's about safeguarding your freedom, preserving your dignity, and maintaining your ability to shape the life you truly desire in your later years. Now is the time to actively protect what you've painstakingly built, not only for your own sake, but also for the sake of those who love and look up to you. Thank you for joining us today.